2007, 8, and 9, I ran one of the largest World of Warcraft guilds in North America. And so I took all of that structure from traditional sports and applied it in our high school program. We won 4 national championships there, and it was really successful. That kind of led me to this. And in all that time, I've always used athletics as a form of well-rounding students out into responsible individuals. I think athletics is a great way to teach youth about life. And then I started to see how parallels with esports and this whole other generation of kids who've never played any competitive sports. They don't have any of those skills. You know, I still have kids who show up here, have never been in a competitive setting, still throw headsets and pound keyboards and don't understand, hey, it's just a process. You know, you're not gonna win every game. And using that as a tool in high school was a great privilege. And now being able to do that here in high school, in college, still doing it. But it just kind of shows there's a big gap from, socially, the things that kids are learning playing baseball, basketball, football are all transferable skills in life. And the same thing happens in high school, in esports. And I still get a chance to do that. I think our esports industry orgs, they don't pay much attention to it. Their focus, their goals are on results, t-shirt sales, branding, the next tournament, the exposure on social media. They're looking at the sustainability from the business side. They miss out because it's just not their focus. For me, and many directors who even across the country, they're realizing their influence is greater than that. And while orgs and some of the professional scene, they're focused on the sustainability portion. We're looking at the development of the humans, and well-rounding our students. So I love the space that I'm in, and I see it as a much more valuable tool, than going into the professional orgs. Unfortunately, that is many times the only path that students think of. They think, I'm going to be an esports player, and if I don't get signed at Team Liquid, then I'm a failure. I didn't make it. But they need to be painted the picture that you're not here to just play esports. You're here to learn about life. And that, I think, is the bigger narrative that we need to be telling. I'm seeing students come into the program and they have one perspective, one mindset on what it is, what esports is. And while they're here, they're realizing, I really like shoutcasting. I really like communications. I really like broadcasting. I really like video editing. I just had to put together a stream, and I really liked creating graphics for that stream. Esports is the only portion of sports, of traditional sports, that is going to get exposure to a soft skill, maybe in another industry, that they find an opportunity to. If I'm training to be a center forward striker, the only real skill I'm going to get out of that is learning how to be resilient, how to not give up in a job interview, maybe complete the yard work assignment that my wife has put together for me and not be so upset. Those are those areas. But in esports, you're going to learn how to manage software you probably didn't even think you're going to get to, or manage an event in your space. And I got to learn how to make a spreadsheet. I don't see wide receivers going out and learning how to use a spreadsheet, but I do see a lot of our students saying, okay, we got to make a bracket for Rocket League. Let's go learn. I didn't know that, it could do that. And so I think esports is kind of its own thing under the athletic umbrella, but is going to get exposure to a whole new set of industry you didn't even know existed. So I love it. I think it's a great tool.
Why should someone come here?
I would say if you want to be in an esports program that is going to help you develop and grow, LBCC Esports is the way to go. If you're looking to just show up and go to a space or be part of a program where you're still kind of figuring things out and you want to be more of an organizer there, then there's a lot of great options. For us, we're very intentional with saying we are developing players here, and that's the space that we stay in. We don't have the best production. We don't have the greatest YouTube channel and shoutcasting, broadcasting. We don't even have a competition space. We don't have a stage, but we do have a very niche perspective, and that's you're going to be here. You're going to learn about this industry, and you're going to be counted on in a team environment. So,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah.